Thanks for using MosNotes for your algebra and homework help needs. This is a video on the basics of powers and roots. So if we take some basic examples, we got 3 squared, 3 cubed, 3 to the 4th power. 3 squared means 2 3's. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 cubed means 3 3's. 3 times 3 times 3 is 27. 3 to the 4th means 4 3's. 3 3 3 3 is 81. Now, the opposite of squaring is taking the root, or the opposite of raising to a power is the root. So if we take the square root means what squared equals 9, that's 3. The cube root is what cubed equals 27, that is 3. And the fourth root is what to the 4th equals 81, and that's 3. Now, that's pretty straightforward. I also recommend that you go over logs and exponents when you get to that point, because that's going to be very helpful in finding out more complex roots, exponential functions, etc. That's on the website. But for now, let's go over the graphic. Y equals the square root of x. Well, the square root of x can only have x being a positive number. Think about it. If it was -1, that would not make a real number. Square root of -1, nothing times itself equals -1. That would be only in imaginary numbers. So, it has to be positive, and it's going to go like this, starting at the origin. There's an easy point to do. 1 square root of 1 is 1. And it's going to just go like that, you see. It's going to grow into a slower and slower curve. Because if you think about it, you take some examples. Here's 1, here's 2. Square root of 1 is 1. But square root of 2 is about 1/2. Square root of 3 would be even closer to 2. So, just going to like that. And if you take the cube root of x, it's going to be the same thing, basically. Basically the same thing, except that you see here, it's going to be negative, because unlike the square roots, you can take a negative cube root. The cube root of -1 is -1. The cube root of -8 is -2. So since you can have a negative as a x, you will also have the opposite of this. And that's the only difference between cube root of x and square root of x. Square root of x, cube root of x.